8-3 against Protoss. He's played a ton of games against Protoss. One of the best TVP players we've ever seen. I believe in round one we saw a very memorable game on Outbox where he microed a bunch of Marauders against like 2 Colossi, won the fight.
Yeah, it was like 6 Marauders
base
versus a Colossus and a half. Like the second Colossus had like half health and he just like killed it with 6 Marauders. It's like, whoa, you did that. Okay, that's crazy.
No, this guy just does stuff like this. And there's a reason he was one of the most talked about Terran players here, one of the most talked about Korean players in the world. And he's going to be up against Choya, a guy who has come out 3 times this season. And he's played 1 Terran, but he still has not garnered that 1 win that he's desperately trying to get. And you guys can see on his face.
He is shaken. He is freaking out. This guy is the most nervous player I have ever seen, even back in the GSL Open seasons, before he did his crazy 1 gas 4 gate all-ins. He was in there singing to himself, talking to himself to get himself calmed down. He's definitely somebody who feels the pressure, and Maru looks the exact opposite here. Let's go into game number 1 on merry-go-round.
LTA는 SK텔레콤.
Up here in the top left on merry-go-round in the green for JINAIR Green Wings, it is Maru.
And over here to the top right in purple for Prime, formerly FX Open / FOU, their old coach, it's Choya.
And man, his chair was shaking behind him. His whole body is like moving around. He's got to calm himself down for this one.
She's just waiting for his first win today.
Yeah.
And we'll see if that happens. I mean, if Choya beats Maru here, his nerve issues will probably go away forever.
Yeah, that would be like one of the biggest confidence boosting things ever. If you like come into a match where you have not won in a tournament here and you're just like, okay, and you beat like this guy Maru who has one of the best records here, and it's going to be a huge boost of confidence to him.
Well, looks like
girl on the right is very half-hearted. She's like, oh yeah, like
the sign says you're going to show us some more awesome play today, right? And
right. Yeah. Well, Barrack's going to go down, Gateway as well, and the first scout is going to come out of here out of Choya. Going to send that scout in the right direction.
Yeah. Can't confirm.
Or
oh. Uh-oh, could it be, Brendan, could it be the Choya Proxy Robo Proxy Colossus build?
Oh my god.
It could be. No range. Proxy Colossus build. Most likely it would just be standard oracles. But could even see Choya Stargates. Not off 1 base most likely, but okay, he's like,
this is an early pylon.
yeah, I mean he's really,
that's his second pylon, man. That's like getting over there really early.
wonder if he's going to do a 4 gate or something, actually. Hide the gates, like, because he doesn't have the gas to add any tech by the time his core starts, really, or he's going to be cutting something else. This is interesting. By the way, we have a weird build from Maru, too. 1 gate or 1 barracks expand. That's actually pretty unusual. Stargate, it looks like. Well, thank you guys for coming down.
Yeah.
Love to have you, all 3 of you. I see you over there on the back left with the headset as well.
Someone was hiding in there.
And, yeah, there's the Stargate.
Yeah. And Maru does check there at the bottom, and he's not going to get much information. There's going to be a stalker coming out here. Should be able to deny this SCV, and he's going to be in the dark.
Yeah. Maru's, like, juggling a hot pad in the booth. I saw that. I think he's just waiting to find out what all is coming. Okay, Chrono Boost on the Warp Gate research. I think we might see some sort of like 3 Gateway Oracle build. And Maru's build is actually kind of weak to something like this if he ends up skipping the bunker. Let's see if he gets that scout off here in the main. Nothing. Sees nothing. And you know what? At this point, you might even want to consider scanning.
Yeah.
He has no Reaper on the map. That's why this build is out of style right now, because there's just too many Protoss all-ins. There's just too many.
Yeah, he's going to start a bunker up here. Not even on the low ground. He knows that this kind of thing is possible. Immediately sends out another SCV. He's going to be scouting all these proxy locations, and I think he might get it. He's going to come right over here. Yeah, he's going to scout that. He's going to be killed by the Oracle.
I just cannot even remember the last time a proxy has not been scouted in Pro League. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, oh, he didn't see it. Okay, did he? I'm pretty sure
he did.
Did he? Okay. I didn't really see it that closely on my vision, and then I was like, the Korean Commerce went crazy, so I thought maybe he didn't see it. No, he definitely did.
Yep. Gets denied.
Okay, yeah, so Void Ray all-in follow-up with 2 gates. Now, this is the kind of build that Wolf likes. Now let's see if he can make it work.
He could. I feel like Maru definitely has to. He has to be very careful. He cannot take this lightly. Has to make sure he's definitely prepared for this. He's already going to float that into the main base as CC on the low ground, so he is going to take this very seriously. Knows that this is coming up here. Going to send this SCV towards the main base of Choya. Going to see if he can get some scanning information done, see exactly what is coming. But I feel like when he sees all these stalkers, he's going to have a good idea.
He's like, this is Choya. Okay, I'm making a blind second bunker on top of my ramp. Scans. He's like, okay, no Nexus. Yeah, just what I thought. I'm going to make a 3rd bunker. I was going to say that before he even made a 3rd bunker. He's like, no, you're not breaking me here. I don't care what you have planned. But this does actually weaken his defenses at the back here, where this Oracle starts to rack up some kills. 2 kills here.
Yeah, just 2 is going to be pushed away, but that makes his front, like you mentioned, pretty weak here. And Choya has these 3 gates. He's going to continuously make units here. And Maru at the front, Maru right now, he is going to see that if he was paying attention.
Oh, yeah,
going to see all the stalkers there at the bottom, but... Okay, he has a siege tank
even. He's like...
Yeah. He's not messing around, man.
He pulled his SCVs back. He's like, I'm pretty sure nobody is breaking this. He scans again. He's like, oh, no. You think you're going to try me like this?
You think you're going to play me like this, homie?
You're going to send these voids in my base? I'm not ready? I'm going to target those down with my bunkers. Siege tank at the back. He's got a Viking. All right. He's like, I'm going to start missile turrets soon. All right, this could be the moment for Choya, actually, with these Marines missing.
Widowmine gets it.
Oh, that face of Choya right there.
Yeah, hidden Widowmine in the mineral line, does not see it.
And actually, the worker count is 27 to 23 plus mules. So even though the lost SCV mining here at the bunkers isn't really that significant.
Scans again. He just wants to make sure. He has the 2 CCs. He is going to see the probe, and he is going to see the Nexus
Watch
go down.
Choya cancel this as soon as the scan fades. Watch him do it. All right, bunker's salvaged here. I don't know. Like, this is still not a good place for Choya. He is trying to contain and get a base. Now, mind you, these Vikings will not fight the Void Rays and win. The Void Rays will crush the Vikings. So he has to carefully move forward here and make sure he can start pushing the Stalkers back.
Yeah.
All right, he's got that concave here, so he has to fight outside the range of the siege tanks against these Marines. But still, this is not a fight that Maru will win without stim. He has to be so careful. If he can bait the units into siege tank range, that's another story. But if he like pulls back and the Void Rays kite well, they're not going to care about the siege tank. So he has to be super careful here. He wants to know the exact siege tank range, and he finds it.
Yep, there it is. You guys can even see it on the ground where those 2 shots landed.
Yeah, keep an eye on that. This, of course, forward siege tank has more. Oh, God. He's going for it, Brendan. I'm not so sure about this one. 3 siege tanks going to be targeted down in seconds. No, he just eats shots and kills 1. This is not good. No damage for a lot of losses taken here, basically.
Void Ray goes down. Another one really weak to the Viking shots.
It's that zoning power that the Vikings give. All right, Oracle is coming over here. He's not going to expect this one. Scan goes down the main. He's trying to see what tech's there, but while he's looking, he's not looking here. And this Oracle now 4 kills, 5 kills, 6 kills.
A lot of kills here, almost too many. The Widowmine is just out of range. 10 kills on that Oracle.
Somebody give that Oracle a yellow card. Not necessary to get that many kills. All right, here we go. He's going to try to break it. Baiting him into the siege tank fire. Choya goes. He goes strong. No Guardian Shield. And targeting here a bit poor on the Void Rays. Not even targeting the siege tanks. Not enough units here. And Maru now for the chase. He has enough Vikings to zone out those Void Rays. 3-1 could take that fight with Marine support. And Choya is going to roll over and die here now. Vikings even being landed. He's moving that CC down because he knows this battle is won. And so very likely is the war. The Widow Mine is here!
Widow Mine in a good position now is going to get that Oracle. Another Oracle is started, going to be used for Harass and maybe a Revelation a little bit later on. And I have to say, you know, eventually Maru was able to break out of this. Choya has a very low army count right now. Scan's going to go down, and Maru's going to push across the map. This is his push right now, and I'm not sure if Choya is going to have enough for this. You see Maru is down in SCVs, but I don't think it's going to matter.
Oh, God, the Void Ray as well gets caught here. Those 2 sentries look so silly trying to zone out the Vikings. 1 health on that Void Ray, not going to participate in anything. There it goes. And these sentries aren't going to be useful. I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't even siege his tanks at this point for how much DPS they have. And that is too much. Even the healing power on the medevac here. Choya is dead.
Choya is dead. That is going to be game number 1. Maru holding this with flying colors. GG.
GG.
Maru's just going to put his shoes back on, as he always does. Step out of the booth. Yep. Once again, a victor. Takes his 15th win.
Yeah, and that means he triple ties there at the top for first place with Flash and Hero. Well, that was about as straightforward of a defense as it gets. You scout it, and you're probably going to be okay. You know, the person who told me this once, when I was watching Pro League and also casting GSTL and Codex, was like a lot of StarCraft going on there. There's always been a lot of StarCraft in Korea. But Whiplash, actually, was just like, I can't believe people still proxy in Pro League because you never, ever get away with it. It's always scouted, and he's so right. And ever since he said that, I've like thought about this. It's just like, almost never do you get away with a proxy. It's so rare that you actually get away with it. And Choya, the king of proxies, Maru sees no nexus. Of course he's going to check. You know, should he have proxied in a further away location? Well, then his Void Rays don't get there fast enough. So it's like, it's a tough spot.
It really is. And when you look at a guy like Choya going up against Maru, is